New today, Bryan Kohberger is now officially in the custody of the Idaho Department of Correction with this new mugshot. And late Wednesday, hundreds of pages of police reports and investigative documents were unsealed, giving the most detailed look yet into the case that gripped the nation. I'm neighborhood reporter Riley Shoemaker, and I have reviewed all 314 documents, and what they reveal is chilling. The newly unsealed files expose disturbing behavior and unsettling witness tips surrounding Bryan Kohberger before and after the murders. A stripper in Washington told the FBI she felt stalked by someone she thinks is Kohberger, who asked personal questions, knew she had ties to the University of Idaho, and seemed fixated on the neighborhood where the killings occurred. A Tinder date told police he asked her, "What's the worst way to die? Like a K-bar?" The same type of knife police determined was used in the crime. And when he spent time in the Ladell County Jail, inmates described him as robotic, obsessively clean, and often awake at night. One said Kohberger told him he was going to beat this case. And a former WSU student recognized herself in photos reportedly pulled from his phone, taken from her public Instagram. Kohberger was her TA at the University of Washington. Police reports also include a tip from a real estate agent that Kohberger and his father were seen near the crime scene 5 months before the murder, but the FBI couldn't verify it. And the crime scene details even more haunting. Kaylee Gonzalez suffered 34 stab wounds, her face unrecognizable. Xana Kernodle had more than 50 stab wounds. Defensive injuries were found on Xana and Ethan Chapin, and the knife sheath was discovered in bed next to Maddie Mogan.
All the evidence shows and tells us that he used a knife, a K-bar knife, and that's a weapon we believe was used to commit all the murders.
Investigators uncovered Kohberger's digital footprint, filing warrants for Tinder, TikTok, Meta, Amazon, Dropbox, and more. But officials say it was effectively wiped.
There was evidence that he had used software to wipe many of his devices relatively effectively, so there wasn't much evidence obtained after that.
Despite the scope of evidence, investigators say they never found a known connection between Kohberger and the victims. He'll serve life in prison, never eligible for parole, and we'll know more about Kohberger's prison accommodations in the coming weeks. But the Idaho Department of Correction tells me right now he's going through the standard reception and diagnostic unit process, a 7 to 14-day evaluation that determines his classification, housing placement, and privileges. You can find more information on the police reports and what happened in court on Wednesday in this story on idahonews6.com. I'm neighborhood reporter Riley Shoemaker, Idaho News.